Well, here we are at Angler's Choice to pick up the boat. Once again, I'm loaded up in the Odyssey and I'm headed south on 77. I'm headed to Springdale, North Carolina to finally retrieve the Triton from Angler's Choice. After about 5-6 weeks, we were finally able to get that axle shipped and get it swapped out. Hopefully this puts the trailer issues that have been plaguing us over the last year behind us once and for all, and we have an uneventful trip coming back home with the boat. We're going to make a quick stop on the way down in Whiteville, Virginia, hopefully at what I'm hoping is an interesting historical landmark. I appreciate you guys tuning in and following along. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and let's see what this trip has in store for us. Yep, $7 parking fee. I'm not for sure what that's all about. Kind of a little disappointed. The shot tower's closed, locked up. Can't get in it. Best we're gonna be able to do is drop some of that history in right here. Right off the highway, we stumbled onto a piece of American history that most people drive straight past. This is the Jackson Ferry Shot Tower. Built way back in 1807, it was one of the very first factories in the country designed to mass produce ammunition. Thomas Jackson built this massive 75-foot stone tower directly over top of a 75-foot underground shaft. That gave them a total of 150-foot vertical drop right down to the banks of the New River. Workers would melt lead at the very top, pour it through a sieve, and gravity did the rest, shaping the liquid metal into perfect round balls before they hit a kettle of water at the bottom. It's a pretty wild piece of engineering. But history lessons don't fix trailer boats. It's time to get back on the road. Sunday evening, we pulled into our harvest host at Fly Girl Brewing in Rutherfordton, North Carolina, just 10 minutes down the road from Angler's Choice. It was quiet, secluded, and had the sense of security we were looking for. Since it was late Sunday evening, the brewery was closed, so no tours this time. And being that we don't drink, we skipped the beer. But the pizza, that was definitely worth the stop. So right next to Fly Girl Brewery, Harvest Toast, there's this paved bike and hike trail. After spending 7.5 hours in the seat in the van, it's kind of nice to get out and explore a little bit, stretch them legs. Did a mile out and a mile back. Well, here we are at Angler's Choice to pick up the boat. It's nice to see that they kept the cover on it while it was here. I am thankful for that. Some boat places, they just, I don't know, they just don't care. They have to get in up underneath of the tarp. They tend not to put it back on. Like to travel with it on, so, and it's supposed to be nice. It's a long trip. Oh girl, it's so good to have you back. Hopefully the rest of the season just plays out really, really nice. We don't have any more issues. We didn't fix this. Yeah, come here. One slight issue. We're gonna have to go have them addressed before we go anywhere. They gotta tighten up that fender. All right, walk around. We got flashers. That's flashing. This is down. That's down. Those are on. This is tight. It's all flashing. Well, that trailer bolt tightening is gonna have to wait until we get home. It's a little bit more extensive than what just tightening up a nut and a bolt. So put that on the list of things to fix when we get home. Let's get on the road.
Exit the parking lot toward Withrow Road. Turn right onto Withrow Road. Then at the next light, you'll turn right. At the light, turn right onto Oakland Road.
Well, here we go. We're gonna stop about every 50 miles here at the beginning of this trip. Shoot some tire temps on the wheels. Try and keep an eye on it, and do a torque check on the lug nuts just to make sure that everything's cool. So we're at our first stop, and we're going to do our first test. We're going to shoot the hubs and see what the temperatures are. So whenever I stop, I always do a walk around of my complete vehicle, checking to see if anything's loose, straps come loose, lug nuts are all there, and to shoot the temperatures. So if they're all mainly right there within a couple of degrees of each other, I think we're okay. So far so good. It's always a good idea whenever you've had a tire off, is that you check and make sure about 50, 100 mile in, you check the torque on the lug nuts just to make sure. Just pulled into this roadside rest area. We're gonna get out and shoot our temperatures again. We went roughly about 40 miles that trip, and let's go see what it looks like. So like I said earlier, as long as they're within a couple of degrees of each other, I'm not too concerned with they being 112 or 95, or as long as they're within a couple of degrees of each other, I think we're safe. So we're a couple hours in. I stopped right here in Beckley, West Virginia. Kind of thought it felt fitting because early in April, on my way to Lake Hartwell, this is exactly where I realized I was starting to have issues. So it looks like we're right there. looks like we're doing pretty good. I'm starting to feel a little bit more comfortable. I think the repairs were made that were needed. The only thing it's going to tell is time and mileage. We still got about 4 hours to get home. We'll probably stop one more time and check it out, but I think we're okay. Finally, after 1,400 miles, Triton's finally back in Ohio. Back home in the driveway. The Triton's finally home, parked here in the driveway. After a year of trailer failures, I've had a lot of you ask if the saga's over. And I'd love to tell you yes, that we're done with the side of the road repairs and the blown bearings. But the truth is, I don't know. All we have right now is the miles that we've logged and an almost completely rebuilt trailer. Time will tell if we finally got it right. A lot of you have followed along as we've battled axle failures, caliper bolts backing out, and multiple hub rebuilds since last spring. I spent some time going through the receipts from the last 12 months, and it's a pretty tough pill to swallow. We're sitting at about $7,300 in parts and shop labor just to keep this rig on the road. It wasn't a lack of maintenance or not trying. It was just a brutal run of bad luck and mechanical hurdles. So where does that leave us? We're not slowing down. This weekend is all about the final dial-in, reinstalling all the electronics, fixing that water pressure gauge, and doing a full gear check. We've got a tight schedule ahead of us, starting June 28th with the OBF Qualifier in Sandusky Bay, which we need to fish this in order to qualify for state later in July, and then hopefully the semifinals later in the season. The National Park Tour is still very much alive, and we've got another trip coming up real soon. We'll be out there recording, and we'll have a new video for you soon, so stay tuned. I appreciate everybody following along. Please hit them like, share, and subscribe buttons. Make sure you leave me a comment down below, and we'll see you in the next one.